और फिर उसी को रिवाइज करते हुए 29/10/25 को नियम जारी किया गया। उसमें थोड़ा ये समझ करके कि 33% बहुत ज़्यादा हो जाता है तो रिड्यूस किया गया। तो इंडस्ट्रियल स्टेट के लिए 10% और इंडिविजुअल यूनिट के लिए क्या किया गया है वो 15% है रेड के लिए और 10% है ऑरेंज के लिए। रेड और ऑरेंज का हम डिफिनीशन बताने का काम किया है हुजूर। और जहाँ तक ग्रीन और वाइट का है तो वहाँ पर कोई मैंडेटरी नहीं है, वो जैसा भी है जितना ज़मीन वो छोड़ सकते हैं लगा सकते हैं ये है। और जहाँ तक कितने लोगों को हम लोग लाभान्वित किया, खास करके कोकन की बात करते हैं हम, इतना जो फर्स्ट सप्लीमेंट्री आया था हुजूर और जिस प्रकार से माननीय सांसद भीम बाबू बोल रहे हैं तो इस बात को इम्फसाइज करने के लिए और पब्लिक को कोऑपरेट करने के लिए हम कहना चाहते हैं कि अगर पहली मीटिंग कराना होगा तो हम कोकन स्टेट में ही जाकर करेंगे ताकि और इससे भी बात को हम लोग आगे बढ़ा सकेंगे और कोकन की समस्या को दूर कर सकेंगे।
फिफ्थ सप्लीमेंट्री श्रीमान सुभाषिष कुंदिया जी।
Thank you, Chairman sir, for giving me the opportunity to speak on supplementary question after 20 months. सर मैं आपके माध्यम से माननीय मंत्री जी से पूछना चाहूँगा कि उड़ीसा के विशेषकर पुरी में कितने लोग एमएसएमई में बेनिफिट हो रहे हैं और कौन कौन से क्षेत्र से बेनिफिट हो रहे हैं। थैंक यू सर।
महोदय, ये प्रश्न तो मूलतः समस्त भारत से और खास करके कोकन के जहाँ तक था सवाल और जहाँ तक उड़ीसा का सवाल है तो माननीय सदस्य ने जिज्ञासा जाहिर की है, हम इनको बाद में उसका प्रश्न का उत्तर भेज देंगे।
क्वेश्चन नंबर 152 श्रीमान मयंक कुमार नायक जी। ऑनरेबल मिनिस्टर।
Sir, the answer has been placed on the table of the House.
The first supplementary, श्रीमान मयंक कुमार नायक जी।
माननीय सभापति जी, मैं आपके माध्यम से माननीय मंत्री जी से जानना चाहता हूं कि एयर सेवा वेब पोर्टल और मोबाइल ऐप द्वारा प्राप्त शिकायतों को निपटाने के लिए औसतन कितना समय लगता है और कुछ एयरलाइंस द्वारा शिकायत निवारण में अनावश्यक देरी भी हो जाती है। यदि हाँ तो उनके विरुद्ध में क्या कार्रवाई की गई है, वो माननीय मंत्री जी से मैं प्रश्न पूछना चाहता हूँ।
ऑनरेबल मिनिस्टर।
चेयरमैन सर, सबसे पहले मैं एयर सेवा की अगर बात करूं तो एयर सेवा की शुरुआत 2016 साल में की गई थी कि पैसेंजर्स के तहत एक इनिशिएटिव के साथ जिनके ग्रीवेंसेस हैं वो डायरेक्टली स्टेक होल्डर के पास ही ना जाए बल्कि मिनिस्ट्री भी उनके ग्रीवेंस एड्रेसल में वो सपोर्ट करके करे। इस भावना के साथ हमने नवंबर 2016 में ये एयर सेवा की शुरुआत हुई और एयर सेवा की 3 वर्जन्स भी हो चुके हैं। जैसे जैसे हमें पैसेंजर से फीडबैक मिलता गया तो इसको और बेहतर कैसे करें, इसके अलग अलग वर्जन्स, तो एयर सेवा 1.0, 2.0 और अभी 3.0 का मैकेनिज्म चल रहा है और इसमें काफ़ी सारे स्टेक होल्डर्स हमारे इन्वॉल्व हैं। जैसे एयरलाइंस और एयरपोर्ट्स तो होंगे ही, उसके बावजूद भी DGCA जो हमारा सेफ्टी रेगुलेटर है, बीकैस जो सिक्योरिटी रेगुलेटर है, इमिग्रेशन और अदर स्टेक होल्डर्स, हेलीकॉप्टर डिवीज़न भी है जिनके साथ भी इनके प्रॉब्लम्स हो सकते हैं। और इसके संबंध में ये सारे स्टेक होल्डर्स जो हैं उनके साथ मंत्रालय के साथ ये एयर सेवा के साथ एक सर्विस लेवल एग्रीमेंट है और ये एग्रीमेंट इसी के लिए बनाया गया। जो प्रश्न भी उन्होंने आदरणीय सांसद जी ने पूछा कि कितने समय में होता है या फिर उसमें क्या कार्रवाई होती है, तो ये सर्विस लेवल एग्रीमेंट एक बनता है ये सारे स्टेक होल्डर्स के साथ। और जो भी विषय एयरलाइंस के संबंध में हो या एयरपोर्ट के संबंध में हो या इमिग्रेशन के संबंध में हो, जो भी विषय उठाया जाता है उस सब का हमने डिफाइन कर दिया है कि कितना समय में उन सबको हमें एड्रेस करना चाहिए। एक दो का अगर उदाहरण मैं दूं तो एक सर्विस लेवल एग्रीमेंट हमारा DGCA के साथ अगर एयर वर्दीनेस के संबंध में है तो उसमें जाहिर किया हुआ है कि 15 डेज़ के अंदर इसको सुलझाना चाहिए। अगर पैसेंजर राइट्स की बात आती है और एयरलाइंस में डिलेस हो तो 1 दिन के अंदर, या फिर टिकटिंग या फेयर या रिफंड की है तो 15 डेज के अंदर। सो ग्रीवेंसेस जो भी एयर सेवा के तहत हमें आते हैं सब कुछ क्लियरली डिफाइंड है सर्विस लेवल एग्रीमेंट के हिसाब से कि इस एग्रीमेंट के हिसाब से आपके जो इस तरीके के ग्रीवेंस आएंगे तो इतने दिन में वो कर देना चाहिए। अगर वो कंप्लाई नहीं करते या वो टाइम लिमिट वो मेंटेन नहीं करते या वो ग्रीवेंस को उस दिन के अंदर वो एड्रेस नहीं करते तो मिनिस्ट्री उसके ऊपर इंक्वायरी करती है और तुरंत एक्शन भी लेती है कि क्यों नहीं किया, और उसके ऊपर वो स्टेक होल्डर्स को उनके साथ वो कंसल्टेशन में वो प्रोसेस होता है। सर
सेकंड सप्लीमेंट्री श्रीमान मयंक कुमार नायक जी।
थैंक यू सभापति जी। सर मैं उत्तरी गुजरात महसाना से आता हूं और पूरे उत्तर गुजरात और राजस्थान के सटे जिलों से मैंने पहले भी ये मांग की थी कि उड़ान योजना के अंतर्गत महसाना से बम्बई का कोई प्लेन सेवा शुरू की जाए, मगर क्योंकि उत्तरी गुजरात में व्यापारी मथक है, वहाँ से टूरिज्म भी डेवलपमेंट है और राजस्थान के सटे जिलों से लोग बम्बई में और बम्बई से आगे भी रहते हैं, तो पूरे उत्तरी गुजरात को कनेक्ट करने के लिए हमको अहमदाबाद जाना पड़ता है। मेरा माननीय मंत्री जी से ये पूछना है कि उड़ान योजना के अंतर्गत अगर महसाना से मुंबई का एयरवेज शुरू की जाए तो आने वाले दिनों में एक टूरिज्म क्षेत्र में, और माननीय प्रधानमंत्री चाहते हैं कि जो टूरिज्म से देश में आमदनी और रोजगारी पैदा होती है तो उसके लिए ये एक बड़ा माध्यम होगा, और एयर सेवा शुरू होने के कारण ये लोगों को रोजगार भी मिलेगा। तो माननीय मंत्री जी ये पूछना है कि एयर सेवा ये कब तक शुरू हो सकती है?
माननीय मंत्री जी।
ऑनरेबल चेयरमैन सर, महसाना इज़ अवेलेबल इन दी उड़ान की जो स्कीम है उसमें महसाना भी अवेलेबल है, पर जो उड़ान की जो स्कीम की जो मूल भावना है कि जहाँ पे भी एयर स्ट्रिप्स है, ये जो पट्टी है हवाई पट्टी है, उसको हम किस तरह से हवाई अड्डा बनाकर वो सर्विस वहाँ से हम फैसिलिटेट करें। तो हवाई स्ट्रिप को हवाई अड्डे के लिए बनाने के लिए थोड़ी सी ज़मीन की भी ज़रूरत है, जो हम राज्य सरकार से हम कंसल्ट करते हैं और अवेलेबिलिटी के हिसाब से, क्योंकि अगर एक तरह के एयरक्राफ्ट को चलना है तो मिनिमम उतना हमें एक रनवे की ज़रूरत है। अगर एयरबस चलना है तो करीब 2400 मीटर्स की, अगर ATR चलना है तो 1800 मीटर्स की मिनिमम हमारी एयर स्ट्रिप की रिक्वायरमेंट है। और एयर स्ट्रिप्स क्योंकि काफ़ी हद तक वो ब्रिटिश के समय वो सब बने हुए थे, कुछ 1 किलोमीटर तक ही हैं, 1000 मीटर तक ही हैं, तो उनको एक्सपैंड करने की बहुत ज़रूरत है। उड़ान डॉक्यूमेंट में ये लिस्ट किया गया कि महसाना हम डेवलप करेंगे, बट इसका एक और प्रोसेस है कि हम एयरलाइंस को भी बिड करने के लिए देते हैं ये रूट के लिए। अगर महसाना मुंबई की अगर डिमांड हो या महसाना अहमदाबाद या महसाना दिल्ली, तो कोई भी अगर एयरलाइंस बोलता है कि हम लोग यहाँ से वहाँ तक हम शुरू करने के लिए तैयार हैं, तो हमें भी एक इनिशिएटिव मिल जाता है कि एयरलाइंस ऑलरेडी रेडी है तो हम उस हवाई पट्टे को भी डेवलप करें। तो एक एयरलाइंस को रेडी होना चाहिए, दूसरा राज्य सरकार को ज़मीन भी देना चाहिए कि उस हवाई पट्टे को हम हवाई अड्डा बनाने के लिए ज़मीन दें। थैंक यू सर।
थर्ड सप्लीमेंट्री श्रीमान कार्तिकेय शर्मा जी।
चेयरमैन सर, मैं माननीय मंत्री जी से पूछना चाहता हूं कि जो एयर सेवा पोर्टल है ये बहुत ही सराहनीय एक कदम है ताकि लोगों को जानकारी मिल सके, लेकिन क्योंकि सरकार की ऐसी नीतियां हैं कि बहुत सारे पहली बार एयर फ्लायर्स आए हैं जो पहली बार पैसेंजर्स यात्रा कर रहे हैं, तो उनके राइट्स को लेकर क्या कोई सरकार ने कदम उठाया है और प्रभुत्ता से वो राइट्स डिस्प्ले हो सकें, चाहे वो ऐप के माध्यम से या उनकी सीट के पीछे? क्योंकि एयर क्रूज को तो अपने राइट्स पता हैं, लेकिन बहुत सारे फर्स्ट टाइम फ्लायर्स हैं जिनको अपने राइट्स नहीं पता है और वो उनको भाषा का भी प्रॉब्लम रहती है। तो क्या उन लोगों के लिए कि उनके क्या अधिकार है, क्या वो पानी मांग सकते हैं, वॉशरूम जा सकते हैं, उनको क्या टिकट रिफंड मिलेगा कि नहीं, इसके बारे में क्या सरकार की क्या नीति? धन्यवाद।
चेयरमैन सर, सबसे पहले में तो मैं आदरणीय सांसद जी का मैं धन्यवाद देना चाहूँगा कि बहुत ही अहम सवाल इन्होंने पूछा है, क्योंकि एयर सेवा एक ग्रीवेंस रिड्रेसल पोर्टल है कि अगर कभी किसी पैसेंजर को कोई असुविधा होती है या कोई ग्रीवेंस होता है तो उसके तहत वो कर सकते हैं। बट हमारे मंत्रालय से DGCA से हमने सिविल एविएशन रिक्वायरमेंट्स जो कार्स से जाना जाता है, तो कार्स ऑलरेडी बने हुए हैं जो पैसेंजर को अपने राइट्स बताते हैं। बट ये कार सारे बहुत ही टेक्निकल डॉक्यूमेंट्स हैं और बहुत सारे पैसेंजर्स ये इनकी जानकारी नहीं होती। तो ये अहम सवाल उठता है कि हम कैसे अवेयर करें पैसेंजर्स को कि अपने राइट्स ये हैं, या कोई भी एक सिनारियो बनता है तो उस सिनारियो में या उस डिस्ट्रेस में या उस दिक्कत वाली सिचुएशन में उनको क्या क्या राइट्स अवेल कर सकते हैं वो पैसेंजर को। इसी के तहत डीजीसीए ने जो कार बनाए हैं पैसेंजर्स के हिसाब से कि अगर डिले होता है तो पैसेंजर के राइट क्या है, अगर कैंसिलेशन होता है तो किस तरह से एयरलाइंस उनको रिफंड करना चाहिए, अगर डिले ओवरनाइट होता है या कुछ लंबे समय तक होता है तो उनको होटल एकोमोडेशन किस तरह प्रोवाइड करना चाहिए, ये सब ऑलरेडी लिस्टेड आउट कार्स में है। बट फॉर द सेम इनिशिएशन की इसको और पैसेंजर्स के पास हम पहुंचाएं, हमारे मंत्रालय से हमने पैसेंजर चार्टर एक डॉक्यूमेंट अलग से जो पब्लिकली अवेलेबल है इसको भी हमने बनाया है, पैसेंजर चार्टर डॉक्यूमेंट। इसमें क्लियरली ये बहुत ही अच्छा डॉक्यूमेंट है। इस सदन के माध्यम से मैं देश की जनता को भी मैं बताना चाहूँगा जो एयर ट्रैवल से जुड़े हैं, और इसके बनाने का भी एक ही मकसद था कि जो कार है वो जनरली जो टेक्निकल डॉक्यूमेंट के हिसाब से देखा जाता है और पैसेंजर्स उसमें जाते नहीं है, तो ये इसके लिए बना है क्योंकि हमारे देश में काफ़ी फर्स्ट टाइम फ्लायर्स भी है, और फर्स्ट टाइम फ्लायर्स में वो एंग्जाइटी वो नर्वसनेस भी रहता है। तो उनको अगर हम कार्स वो पहले से ही अगर बताएं, उनके राइट्स वो पहले से ही अगर बताएं, तो उनकी जो जर्नी है वो काफ़ी हद तक रिलैक्स्ड हो सकती है। तो इसी में एक जो जिस तरह से कंटेंट्स हमने बनाए कि फ़्लाइट डिले, फ्लाइट कैंसिलेशन, बोर्डिंग डिनाइड ड्यू टू ओवर बुकिंग या फ्लाइट डाइवर्शन भी हो, कैंसिलेशन चार्जेस, लॉस डिलेड और डैमेज्ड बैगेज, में कुछ ही टॉपिक्स में पढ़ रहा हूँ, ऐसे बहुत सारे चीज़ें, और काफ़ी कॉमन मैन को किस तरह समझाना है। सिनारियोस इसमें बने हुए हैं कि एक सिनारियो है, यू हैव चेक्ड इन ऑन टाइम बट द एयरलाइंस एक्सपेक्ट्स अ डिले ऑफ 2 hours or more, 3 hours or more, 4 hours or more, then what is your right? Your right is you must be offered free of charge meals and refreshments in relation to the waiting time. तो ना केवल कार को हमने दिखाया है, सिनारियोस भी हमने बना के एक्सप्लेन किया कि किस सिनारियो में आपको किस तरह के राइट्स अवेल कर सकते हैं। और हमारा प्रयास यही रहता है कि जो ये पैसेंजर चार्टर डॉक्यूमेंट है, हर कस्टमर हर पैसेंजर ये एयर ट्रैवल करने से पहले इसको पढ़े, और हमारी तरफ से जो भी कार में अपडेट करते रहते हैं उस कार के अपडेट्स को भी इस पैसेंजर इसमें भी अपडेट करके ये अपडेट करें। तो इस माध्यम से मैं कहना चाहूँगा कि इसके संबंध में ऑलरेडी मिनिस्ट्री ने अच्छा डॉक्यूमेंट बनाए हैं, ये जितना हो सके ये हम पैसेंजर्स को अवेयर करें, ये हमारी तरफ से एक प्रयास कंटिन्यूसली चलता रहेगा।
फोर्थ सप्लीमेंट्री श्रीमान संतोष कुमार पी।
Thank you, sir. Recently, I mean on 6th of December, there was an order issued by the Civil Aviation Ministry to regulate the airfares. So, para number 1 speaks about the fare limit. This order will be applicable for travel till the fare stabilizes. So, what do you mean by the stable price in airfare? Number 1. 2. Will this order applicable Onam and other seasons also? Onam, Christmas and other seasons also?
सर ये एयरफेयर से संबंधित एक प्रश्न है। दिस इज अ क्वेश्चन रिलेटेड टू द एयरफेयर्स एंड स्पेशली व्हेन यू टॉक अबाउट एयरफेयर्स, the surge in air prices that you see is generally because it is a deregulated sector when there is a mismatch in the demand and supply. When the demand becomes too high, then the seats that you can supply in the market, that is when the airlines, with their models of the air pricing, they tend to rise, and that is why exactly the honorable member was also mentioned during Onam or during the festivals, not only in Kerala, but you observe this in North India during Diwali also. And when it comes back to this capping of prices, airfares during the 6th of December. We all are aware with the Indigo crisis that has happened, and we all know how much distress it has caused. And one major thing that has happened during that time is the capacity constraint at which Indian aviation was operating. Indigo being the major airline and their operations being curtailed, there was a huge disruption, huge cancellation of the regular flights that were there. So the capacity has come down. The seats that people can use to travel has come down. So generally, the other side of the trend would be the airfares would rise. That is exactly why we have to keep the cap, to keep the airfare at a very reasonable and affordable way. We have capped the prices. And regarding the other seasons that might come up, other times when the airfares might rise, the ministry is closely observing all these seasons. We are continuously engaging. We are continuously engaging with the stakeholders on this, and whenever there is a situation whenever there might be a situation when this is there, we from the ministry are taking action, and I will give you other examples also. During Kumbh Mela we have done it, during Pahalgam incident we have done it, during COVID also we have done it. So whenever there might be a situation when the airfares might rise, the ministry is acting upon it and taking the necessary action.
Fifth supplementary, Shriman Pramod Tiwari ji.
मैं आभारी हूं आपका। माननीय मंत्री जी के जवाब से उपजा हुआ एक सवाल और एक सुझाव। इधर मोनोपोली की वजह से इंडिगो में पैसेंजर्स के साथ, अब मेंबर पार्लियामेंट यहाँ बोले ना बोलें, पर इंडिगो का बर्ताव, उनके क्रू का बर्ताव, उनकी सर्विस का बर्ताव सामान्यतः, चूँकि उनकी हिस्सेदारी बहुत ज़्यादा हो गई तो उसकी वजह से उनका बर्ताव उतना संतोषप्रद नहीं होता जितना होना चाहिए पैसेंजर के साथ। मैं सिर्फ यही कहना चाहूँगा आपसे, क्या एक एडवाइजरी जारी करेंगे सामान्य पैसेंजर के साथ, और जो सांसद अपनी पार्लियामेंट अटेंड करने या अपनी दायित्वों को सांसद लोग निर्वाहित करते हैं उस समय उनका बर्ताव और स्वभाव थोड़ा बेहतर होगा, ये मैं कहना चाहता हूँ। दूसरा, इसी से जुड़ा हुआ, जो चूंकि आपने जवाब दे दिया है कि ये जो लूट होती है त्यौहार पर, या अभी जब इंडिगो का क्राइसिस आई थी तो दूसरे पैसेंजर से 5 गुना 6 गुना किराया था, 50-50, 60-60 हज़ार, 80 हज़ार। तो इस पर महाकुंभ के दौरान बेंगलोर से 65,000 रुपये का टिकट था। मैंने उठाया था सवाल, तो मैं आग्रह करूंगा, क्या आप नियंत्रित करेंगे इस किराए की लूट को और बेहतर सेवा के लिए एक सर्कुलर जारी करेंगे आप इस कंपनी को जिसका नाम इंडिगो है?
चेयरमैन सर, ये सवाल काफ़ी सांसदों के मन में भी रहा होगा और ख़ास करके जनता में भी, और इसके संबंध में मैं इतना कहना चाहूँगा, एयरलाइंस की जो फ्रंटलाइन स्टाफ ही नहीं, एयरलाइंस पे आप एयरपोर्ट पे भी अगर देखेंगे या फिर एयर ट्रैवल के संबंध में अगर देखेंगे तो बहुत सारे ऐसे स्टेक होल्डर्स हैं जिसमें जो इन्वॉल्व हैं एयर ट्रैवल में। आपके एयरलाइंस के स्टाफ हो गए, ग्राउंड हैंडलिंग के स्टाफ हो गए, बैगेज के संबंध में स्टाफ हुए, CISF जो बहुत ही इम्पॉर्टेंट विंग है हमारे एयरपोर्ट में सेफ ऑपरेशंस के लिए। और हमारे तरफ से ये प्रयास रहता है कि जो भी टच पॉइंट्स हैं, एक पैसेंजर को जो भी टच पॉइंट्स यहाँ पे एयरपोर्ट पे होते हैं, CISF के साथ या फिर चेक इन काउंटर के पास या सिक्योरिटी गेट के पास, बोर्डिंग गेट के पास या एयरलाइंस के संबंध में हमारे यहाँ से प्रयास होता है कि हर चेक पॉइंट पे वो सब पैसेंजर को किस तरह से वो कम्युनिकेट करें, किस तरह से उनको रिलैक्स्ड मोड में एयर ट्रैवल तक चलाएं, ये सब हमारा प्रयास रहता है और काफ़ी हद तक ट्रेनिंग भी उसी संबंध में चलती है। और आपका जो जिस तरह से आपने सुझाव भी दिया है, डेफिनेटली हम उसी मैं कहना चाहता हूँ कि हमारा ऑलरेडी एक प्रयास इसी संबंध में रहता है। अगर कोई स्पेसिफिक सिचुएशन ऐसा हुआ हो और कार्रवाई भी करते हैं, अगर कहीं पे ऐसा होता है कि सिचुएशन एग्रीवेटेड है किसी के बिहेवियर की वजह से या बात करने के तरीके के वजह से, तो डेफिनेटली हम उनके ऊपर एक्शन भी लेते हैं, क्योंकि हमारे इस संबंध में पैसेंजर्स को सही तरह ट्रीट करना चाहिए। ये सारे चेक पॉइंट्स पे होना चाहिए, सिर्फ एयरलाइंस की तरफ से ही नहीं, जितने भी चेक पॉइंट्स ओरिजिनेट होते हैं उन सब का होना चाहिए। और दूसरा विषय जो एयर फेयर्स के बारे में उठाया गया था, और ये भी मिनिस्ट्री बहुत सीरियसली इसको ले रही है, जो टैरिफ मॉनिटरिंग यूनिट हमारे DGCA में है उसको भी और सशक्त करके और सारे रूट्स हम मॉनिटर कर रहे हैं। इंटरनेशनल रूट्स भी अब मॉनिटर करने का किया है, क्योंकि हम वो दबाव एयरलाइंस पे भी हम डालना चाहेंगे, लाना चाहेंगे कि इस तरह से जो अपॉर्चुनिटी से प्राइसिंग के सिचुएशंस कभी कभी जो बन जाते हैं वो ना हो। हमारी मिनिस्ट्री से पूरा इसके ऊपर ध्यान देते हुए हम एयर सेवा में भी एक स्पेसिफिकली हमने टैरिफ मॉनिटरिंग का भी एक सुविधा रखी है, ताकि अगर पैसेंजर किसी को लगता है कि ये प्राइस ये हद से ज़्यादा है, ये इस समय में होना नहीं चाहिए, तो उसका स्क्रीनशॉट भी हमें भेज सकता है, तो हम ज़रूर उस पर ऊपर कार्रवाई करके एयरलाइंस के ऊपर भी एक्शन उसके ऊपर लेंगे। तो बहुत सारे मैकेनिज्म्स हमने इस तरह के हमने बनाए।
क्वेश्चन नंबर 153 श्री कपिल सिब्बल जी। Third supplementary, Honorable Minister.
का उत्तर पेट्रोल पे लग दिया गया है।
Third supplementary, Shri Satpal Sharma ji. John Britas, please take your seat. John Britas, please take your seat. Please take your seat. No cross talking, please. No cross talking. No cross talking, please.
माननीय सभापति महोदय, आपके माध्यम से मैं मंत्री जी के ध्यान में इस सवाल के बारे में एक जानकारी चाहता हूं। टोटल नंबर ऑफ मेजर reservoirs in whole of the country is 161, while in north zone there are only 15 major reservoirs. मैं मंत्री जी के ध्यान में ये लाना चाहता हूं आपके माध्यम से कि how you define major reservoirs, one thing, और जम्मू कश्मीर और लद्दाख जैसे क्षेत्र यहाँ पर भी फसलों को लेकर पानी की शॉर्टेज रहती है, किल्लत रहती है, तो वो जो मेजर रेजरवायर्स हैं उनको डेफिनेशंस को लेकर और वो छोटे क्षेत्रों में वो उनकी अवेलेबिलिटी को लेकर माननीय मंत्री जी इसका जवाब दें। और PMKSY प्रधानमंत्री कृषि सिंचाई योजना के माध्यम से भी छोटे क्षेत्रों में मैंने देखा है कि बहुत कम डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन, जहाँ ना के बराबर डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन जो है वो AIBP के माध्यम से और CAWDM के माध्यम से हुई है। मेरी आपके माध्यम से मंत्री जी से प्रार्थना है कि इसके बारे में थोड़ी सी जानकारी अवश्य दें।
महोदय, आपके माध्यम से सम्मानित सांसद जी को कहना चाहते हैं कि जो स्पेसिफाइड डैम्स है या मेजर डैम्स है उसको डिफाइन करने के लिए कहा जाता है कि जो 15 मीटर से टॉल है, ज़्यादा बड़ा है, या 10 से 15 मीटर हाइट है, विथ स्पेसिफिक चैलेंजिंग फीचर जैसे लॉन्ग क्रेस्ट है, लार्ज रिजर्वायर्स है, डिफ़िकल्ट फाउंडेशन है, हाई फ्लड डिस्चार्ज है, तो ऐसे डैम्स को हम स्पेसिफाइड डैम या मेजर डैम्स कहते हैं।
और अध्यक्ष जी, PMKSY के बारे में जो आपने जो प्रश्न उठा, नहीं वो जवाब बाकी अधूरा है।
हाँ भैया, नहीं मैं कर रहा हूँ, उनको भी कोशिश कर रहे हैं तो।
श्रीमान इराना कडाडे जी।
धन्यवाद महोदय, आपने मुझे पूरक प्रश्न पूछने का अवसर दिया। महोदय, कर्नाटक में वर्तमान में 200 से अधिक बड़े बांध हैं। एक मुख्य समस्या इन सभी बांधों में तलछट जमा होने की है, जिससे सभी बांधों की भंडारण क्षमता प्रभावित होती है। मेरा प्रश्न है कि सरकार ने नदियों, जल निकायों और बांधों की तलछट साफ करने के लिए राष्ट्रीय नदी संरक्षण योजना के अंतर्गत कोई योजना बनाई है क्या, और कर्नाटक में कितनी नदियों और बांधों की तलछट साफ करने का कार्य सरकार द्वारा किया जा रहा है क्या?
माननीय
मिनिस्टर CR पाटिल जी।
माननीय अध्यक्ष जी, जो सदस्य ने प्रश्न उठाया है घात के बारे में, वो बहुत बड़ी समस्या हमारे लिए है। करीब 15 से 20% गाद की वजह से जो कैरिंग कैपेसिटी कम हो गई है और ये गाद निकालना अत्यंत आवश्यक है। और इसके लिए मंत्रालय की ओर से 2022 में एक नीति बनी है और नीति के जरिए वो गाद निकालना और राज्य सरकार के उसको सपोर्ट करते हुए, उनको टेक्निकल सहाय करते हुए ये योजना को अमल किया जा रहा है। और बहुत से जगह पर राज्य सरकार उसको टेंडरिंग कर भी अपनी गाद निकालने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं, मगर गाद निकालने के समय गाद निकालने के बजाय गाद कम हो, उसके लिए भी जो साइंटिफिक सिस्टम के ऊपर भी ध्यान दिया जा रहा है। और ये दोनों को साथ में मिलाकर गाद की समस्या को हल करने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं। स्पेसिफिक कर्नाटक में जो उन्होंने मांगा है डिटेल, वो अभी हमारे पास अवेलेबल नहीं है।
The third supplementary, Sri Digvijay Singh ji.
माननीय सभापति महोदय, सामान्य तौर पर जितने मेजर प्रोजेक्ट्स हैं उनको सेंट्रल वाटर कमीशन के पास भेजा जाता है और डीपीआर मंजूर होने के बाद ही फिर फाइनेंशियल सैंक्शन दिए जाता है। मध्य प्रदेश में ऐसा अनेक प्रकरण मेरे पास हैं जहां मध्य प्रदेश सरकार ने बिना सेंट्रल वाटर कमीशन के मंजूरी के मेजर प्रोजेक्ट्स में भी मंजूरी दे दी गई। मैं आपके माध्यम से पूछना चाहता हूं माननीय मंत्री जी से, क्या मेजर इरिगेशन प्रोजेक्ट्स, वाटर रिसोर्सेज प्रोजेक्ट्स में सेंट्रल वाटर कमीशन की मंजूरी, डीपीआर की मंजूरी बाध्य है कि नहीं है? इज इट मैंडेटरी और नॉट?
ऑनरेबल मिनिस्टर।
माननीय अध्यक्ष जी, माननीय सदस्य जी ने बहुत ही अच्छा प्रश्न पूछा है। सीडब्ल्यूसी की मंजूरी बिल्कुल ज़रूरी है, उसके बिना कोई भी स्टेट अपना काम नहीं कर सकता। वो अपने पैसे से काम कर सकता है, फिर भी वो डीपीआर बनाकर सीडब्ल्यूसी से सैंक्शन करवाने के बाद ही वो काम कर सकता है। तो ये जो अगर ऐसे कोई किस्से उनके ध्यान में होंगे, हमें बताए जाएंगे तो हम जरूर उसके ऊपर ध्यान देंगे।
क्वेश्चन नंबर 154, श्रीमान सामिक भट्टाचार्य जी।
क्वेश्चन नंबर 154,
श्रीमान सामिक पटेल।
Sir, a statement is laid on the table of the House, sir.
Now, first supplementary, Sri Samik Bhattacharya ji.
Thank you, sir. My question is related Ashoknagar oil field in West Bengal, where Government of India has already invested more than 1,000 crore. So through you, I want to know from our Honorable Minister, can our Minister confirm whether the recent issue raised by the Government of West Bengal on stamp duty composition, despite a clear provision under the Petroleum and Natural Gas Rules 2025, is further delaying production and compromisation India's energy security?
Sir, I would like to thank the honorable member not only for this specific question, which I'm happy to answer, but also for his persistence in this issue. Sir, projects related to exploration and production, or ENP, are by very definition complex. They have a long gestation period, and sir, they involve heavy capital expenditure. Insofar as the Ashoknagar project is concerned, sir, as this House, some of us at least have been very familiar with this, the production sharing contract was signed for exploration block WB ONN 2005-4 between ONGC and oil during the NELP round 7. This was done, sir, in 2008, and ONGC was the contractor for this block. This block is located in the North 24 Parganas district, and the discovery was made, sir, in 2018. As the honorable member has said, sir, it is true that ONGC has spent 1,000 crores already on it. It is our estimate, sir, that the Bengal Basin contains a total of 240 million barrels of oil equivalent in place, proven reserves. If you go by this figure, at 30% recovery, the cumulative production value can be around 45,000 crores, out of which the state of Bengal would get 4,500 crores. So the limited point I'm seeking to make here is that initially a lot of time is taken, long gestation, heavy capital expenditure, but once you begin to see the oil and gas being extracted, it's pure joy after that, because that expenditure is recovered. Now, the operator applied for a petroleum mining lease to the government of West Bengal in 2020. The provisional PML, petroleum mining lease, was received from the West Bengal government in February this year, February 2025. Sir, I've had the opportunity in June this year of convening an Urja Mantra, a meeting of all the states along with all the other stakeholders, and I'm
very happy to say that there is a new enthusiasm, new spirit of cooperation, and everything is moving per head. I can understand the honourable member's anxiety. Are we going to get delayed further? Sir, the exchange of letters between ONGC and the West Bengal government has only taken place on December 10 and 12. I have copies of the letter with me. My reading, based on where we've reached so far, that in the light of the latest legislation which we have, the oil field development thing, which has come out after that date, I think it was notified only about 5-6 days ago, I don't see any problem. The situation is quite clear that stamp duty has to be paid on the duration of the entire lease. So if the lease in this case is 30 years, the stamp duty will be paid on the entire lease period. The issue is on royalty. Stamp duty will be paid on royalty as and when the royalty is received. I mean, the whole idea is to facilitate this both for the concerned state government and the operator. And I think the honourable member who's been pursuing this will also realize that there has been all-round movement on this. Personally, I'm not a soothsayer and I don't like to anticipate, but I think considering when we started, 50 years it's been going on. 2008, we had the production sharing agreement. 2018, we moved forward on the PML. Now we have everything in place, maybe another few weeks, and hopefully we can say that this is something that we have achieved and that production will go on. Sir, I'm very happy to tell you that states, when they cooperate with the exploration and production activity, they get revenue, sir. Sir, they get revenues from petroleum and diesel. I can just share with you the state of Andhra Pradesh is getting 16,000 crores, Gujarat 24,500 crores, Maharashtra 37,000 crores, Rajasthan 18,900 crores, Tamil Nadu 24,861 crores, Uttar Pradesh 31,200 crores, West Bengal 13,000. I'm sure once this is fructified and we have other discoveries, 1,000 crores has been invested and an area of 99 square kilometers are there. This is only one small area when this began. I'm sure West Bengal's revenues will also go up as a result of this. So I'm reasonably confident, as I said, that based on the latest law, this business about stamp duty on lease rent and stamp duty on the royalty, which will be payable as and when the extraction takes place, and the royalty as a fixed amount accrues to the state government, this will be resolved. Thank you, sir.
Second supplementary, Shriman Samik Bhattacharya ji.
Sir, in view of the repeated delays by the state government, what remedial or security measures is the union government considering to ensure that the states do not hold national strategic energy projects hostage to procedural or revenue-related disputes?
Honourable Minister.
Sir, I think in a...
My dear Minister is giving you the reply.
Sir, I think, sir, in a normal seminar kind of discussion, this is a very valid question. But the thrust of my reply is that I think we've already reached the point where this deal is going to be finalized based on the exchange of letters on 10th and 12th December. However, I think the honourable member deserves to be commended for asking a question which is overall. If states do not cooperate, do they or do they not undermine the country's national, economic and energy security? That is a general point. Let me just say that I am particularly worried because I see a situation where we are producing, let's say, a total of 250,000 barrels a day from the KG basin, another 100,000 from Rajasthan. These are rough figures in my mind. 100,000 barrels from Assam, maybe 1.5–2 lakh barrels from Gujarat. These are approximate figures. It is precisely for that reason that I convened an Urja Manthan with partnerships of the states, where these discussions have taken place, and as a result of which a large number of states have given clearances. I have already got 50 clearances after the Urja Manthan in June of 2025. So I think if states withhold clearances, my submission through you to the state, sir, is they are undermining their own economic well-being. I just read out how much states are earning from the revenue on petrol and diesel, and it will be very clear that the states which have been slow
will now have to recover. Some states are doing well. But, sir, overall, we have an economy growing at 8.2% in the last quarter. Our energy consumption, according to the Indian International Energy Association, is that in the next 20 years, we will be consuming more than 30% of the incremental demand. So the energy consumption is rising. So our imports are also rising, even though domestic production is going up. But today we are consuming, sir, 5.6 million barrels of crude a day. Our refining capacity is going up. I would like to have our state governments, in partnership with the central government, to get more and more of this revenue. And I think what the honourable member has asked is valid, but let the message go through this House that the states actually serve their own economic well-being and the welfare of their citizens when they grant these licenses expeditiously. I am also confident, sir, that with ENP going up, we have the next 10th round of bids going to come up very shortly. Overall, with the new law in place, all the stakeholders will benefit from the far-reaching changes that the government under the Honourable Prime Minister has made in the last few years.
The third supplementary, Dr. Fauziya Kanji.
Sir, since the Lok Sabha reply dated 13th May 25 confirms that ONGC received the petroleum mining lease for the Ashok Nagar field on 24th February, and the minister also has just said that, and the FDP projections reported publicly indicate first oil within 10 months and gas within 17 months. So these timelines, sir, seem to be slipping. May I ask whether the mining ministry has assessed how this delay will affect the earlier realization of the 17,922 m³ of oil envisaged under the FDP, along with the associated revenue and local development benefits, and whether the ONGC has been directed, sir, to issue a revised time-bound production schedule.
Honourable Minister.
I want to thank the honourable member for referring to those timelines. And as she herself would have noted, that was a provisional petroleum mining lease. And, sir, the ministry concerned is not the mining ministry. Earlier, in 1948, we had a law which governed both mining, that is extraction of ores, and petroleum mining. But this latest act that we brought, sir, this separates the two. Now a petroleum mining lease has to be negotiated by the concerned state government or other entities with the central government. And the timeline starts only when the lease deed is signed. So when the honourable member refers to, say, 10 months or 15 months, that is a timeline from the date it starts. Because we are reasonably certain that the oil and gas are waiting to be extracted, but unless it is granted and signed, and I think the latest step in that direction, sir, I want to remind the honourable member that there has been an exchange of letters on 10th and 12th of December, just barely 3-4 days ago, and where the state government had referred to wanting, I think, stamp duty both on the lease period and the royalty. When we pointed out that the latest law clearly stipulates, without any degree of ambiguity, that the lease stamp duty, which is a very small amount, will be paid for the entire duration, but the stamp duty on the revenue earned from the the oil which is extracted as a percentage, that I mentioned how much we have estimated, that will be paid as the extraction goes on. So I am very clear that timelines haven't slipped. It's just that if the petroleum mining lease deed had been signed, say 2 months earlier, it would have started from there. But I'm reasonably confident that with these clarifications and the ongoing interaction between the ONGC and the state government of West Bengal, and I can tell you the same thing, sir, is happening with the other state government. The new law brings in a degree of clarity which leaves everyone clear and certain. It brings in predictability, and I think all these leases will now go forward.
So the fourth supplementary, Sriman Sanilal Gracia.
माननीय सभापति जी, बहुत बहुत आभार आपका कि मुझे पूरक प्रश्न पूछने का समय दिया आपने। मैं माननीय मंत्री जी से जानना चाहूँगा कि राजस्थान में पेट्रोलियम मंत्रालय के माध्यम से कि रिफाइनरी का लगाना सुनिश्चित किया है और लगाने के अलावा समय भी निकल गया है। मैं आपके माध्यम से जानना चाहूँगा कि यह रिफाइनरी आप सीमा निकलने के बाद भी अभी प्रारंभ नहीं हुई, कब तक प्रारंभ होगी? क्योंकि राजस्थान स्टेट का कि उसमें रेवेन्यू का अपना शेयर है, तो इसे मैं निवेदन करना चाहूँगा और जल्दी शुरू करने के लिए आप क्या अपनी तरफ से क्या स्टेप लेंगे कि जल्दी वह चालू हो? धन्यवाद।
Sir, I have a feeling, sir, that the honourable member is as familiar with the details of the refinery he's referring to in Rajasthan, I think the Barmer refinery, as I am. But since he's asked the question, it gives me an opportunity to explain. Sir, this is a long pending project. It is a project which started well before the government headed by the Prime Minister took over in 2014. But it is a matter of great satisfaction that this very large refinery, I don't offhand remember the capacity, but it's one of the biggest refineries that India is going to have. And it's an integrated refinery which will have not only petroleum and diesel being refined, but it will also have an integrated petchem project. So we are now again at the point, today we are at 10th December, so the discussion going on with the state government is whether we'll be ready to cut the first crude has been brought, and whether we are ready to cut it in, say, 30 days' time, or a little less or a little more. So the good news is, and it needs to be shared here, most of the work has been completed. But, sir, I am one of those who believes in not coming forward till it's all ready. It's a refinery of which has, testing has already been done. It has, as I said, 9 million metric tons per annum capacity. And I believe, sir, that the crude has arrived there. Whether we do the cut, we need to test all the systems. Systems are functioning. And it's only a matter of a few days. Then I will accompany my colleague, the honourable member, who has been with me there many times. But since he chose to ask this in the context of the Ashoknagar question.
After in 2024, and the government immediately gave the license. So I just want to confirm with him that the government of West Bengal is fully cooperating with the ONGC in this matter, sir. And initially the land area for exploration was 5.88 kilometers, which was expanded to 90 square kilometers.
Speak about your question.
Sir, that is my question, sir.
Don't give big lecture, please. Come to the point.
Let the minister please confirm that there is full cooperation in this regard with the government of West Bengal.
Sir, I said initially, sir, I'm happy to repeat it. It is something which has been going on since 2008. It started with 5 square kilometers. Now we're at 99 square kilometers. Specific details were sought. They have been provided. And in the light of the latest correspondence, which is just a week old, I'm reasonably confident we can get started on this, and then revenues will come in.
On election reforms raised by Sri Ajay Makanji on the 11th December 2025, I now call upon Dr. M. Tambidurai to resume his speech. Time remaining 7 minutes.
Honorable Chairman, sir, I continue to speak on the election reform, which I yesterday, day before yesterday, spoke on this house. Especially the election, the ADMK party is a faith on the election commission. What are the actions they are taking? We are in the faith, sir. First of all, the election, ADMK believes clean and accurate electoral rolls strengthen democracy. Transparency empowers voters. And also, the election campaign is one of the important, the election process. In that, political parties must be given the proper chance to campaign that area. Especially in Tamil Nadu, sir, I am to raise certain points here. Sir, election commission is very vital part of the healthy democratic system. It is the part of the election system, sir. After Karur incident, Supreme Court directed Tamil Nadu government to formulate the SOP, Standard Operative Procedure, to conduct the public meeting by the political
Please,
parties.
either you take your seat.
In this connection, High Court Madras issue the
Or
direction
please
to
go to
court
the
to
lobby.
formulate SOP. Government also conducted a all-party meeting to hear the opinion at the parties. So far, no, sir. Formulated by Tamil Nadu government is not, SOP is not fully taken. So political parties facing hardship in Tamil Nadu to conduct public meetings to express our views to the public for the campaign, sir. And also, sir, you are now my leader, Kadapadi Palaniswamy, wanted to address the gathering in Hero district. He could not. Sir, election campaign is one of the election campaign is one of the department.
Please stick to electoral reforms. So, don't raise the issues of the state. Please come to the electoral reforms.
Sir, election commission process, how the elections are taking place, that is what I am raising. In Tamil Nadu, for electoral reforms, when they are taking place, for especially to campaign is one of the important election process. What we are facing, where my leader could not get the proper chance and a proper place, and I am telling this is a fact. But sir, but the Tamil Nadu government, Tamil Nadu Chief Minister yesterday, he had a big rally in Tirunnamalai. Whether you followed the condition SOP, whichever it said, whether we followed, but why are putting the condition for us? And also this, sir, this is very, very impartial, and this is not baseless, sir. And also regarding the electoral accurate electoral sensor, when I spoke this regarding this system, the Elango farmer, sir, is not here. The member of the DMK said, I am this election home ministry, law minister is supporting ADMK party. Sir, how can they support? This is that's the allegation they made. This is on the record. Therefore, I am once again saying, sir, I also serve as a law minister and watch by government. The election commission under me. Once again, say, you never interfere in that. But now, sir, when the election is a revision, the poll is taking aside is different issue. But every year, electoral rolls are reform. That is going on, taking place. In that side today, sir, one ex-MP of this Rajya Sabha, DMK member, said, made the paper has come, 85 lakh voters going to be removed in Tamil Nadu. This accusation. Who is responsible for that? Tamil Nadu government is conducting all these things. How can you say, give the misrepresentation, then election 85 voters are going to remove?
This is the job of the election
Sir, my time is my time.
Yeah, your time. You please stick on to, don't make false allegations.
No, not false allegation. I am giving that. If you want authentication, I give the authentication. I will authenticate. Yes. I will authenticate that. What
please, you all pay.
I will authenticate.
You please pay.
I will authenticate.
When you are interfering, that like this, there cannot be arguments and counter arguments. Please, you all take your seat.
No.
Then you sir, please take your seat. Please you take. Sir. Trichy Shivaji, you please take your seat. Madam, you please take your seat, please.
Sir, I told you, the election campaign is one of the electoral reforms. First, during the, sir, you know very well, first, during the Erode by-election, opposition parties complained that voters are allegedly held in a temporary sheds, denied the freedom movement, and prevented from meeting opposition candidates. Such action is to amount to the influence who have done. Sir, the former minister, at ADMK.
Honorable Chairman has already requested you to confine yourself within the boundaries of discussion.
Sir, I want to come to the point, sir.
Please.
See, Election Commission is allowing campaigning for the political parties. But what the
already
DMK party is doing, they are all denying the chance for us. For example, I am told you what happened in Erode by-election also.
Please, it's
I am telling. See, instead of
we are discussing
I am as a candidate, I have every right to go and campaign and meet the voters. But the DMK government is not doing allowing that. They are taking all the voters and kept in a camp. And they are not allowing. This is the accusation. Already we raised the issue election commission.
Reforms, please.
Therefore, I am requesting the electoral reforms when they are discussing that, this kind of aspects is taken. Election, that is voters, revision, everything is a process, regular process. I am not coming SIR. Every year, the election commission is conducting, this is a part of thing. But the ruling party accusing 85 lakhs voters are going away means, till now how they can say, now why they are giving a misnomer to the public to see that they are going to lose the government election, coming election. For that, they are telling these 85 lakhs what are going away means, then this is already the planned, excusing their defeat, they accept
Please
that.
confine yourself to the subject.
That is the thing, what is going to happen. But the
Only that will go on record.
unnecessarily giving wrong information to the public that the election, we are accusing election commission. This election, accusing election, this is in the, we cannot do that in the things. This, that is why I'm telling. That is why yesterday, last time when I spoke, he said, at that time what the member said, the ADMK party is benefiting the home ministries and law ministry. He said, is the fact,
you have to deny.
whether you are going to allow it in on the record. Therefore, I am denying that. Therefore, I am telling Tamil Nadu is a fair place where the election must take place. The ruling party, DMK, must not misuse the power and spoil the game. That is, they know they are going to lose the election. That is why they are creating this problem. Therefore,
Honorable H.D. Devagola, no. Sri Eram Venkat Subba Reddy. Yes. Mr. Reddy, he has a point of order. Honorable Trichu Sivaji. Rule.
I don't deny he has got the right to speak anything, sir. He quoted, he was reading out a newspaper and it was about a former member of parliament. He is not a member of this house. And he cannot come and give an explanation. So anything mentioned about that, kindly.
I have already reminded him, please will take.
Kindly go through that and explain, sir.
Yes. Honorable Sri Eram Venkat Subba Reddy.
Sir, thank you very much, sir. I thank you for this opportunity, sir. Sir, electoral reform does not mean that you bring some changes after Lok Sabha elections and conclude that we have done electoral reform, sir. And we have to bring reforms in the state level and also at national level, sir. And only such electoral reforms will protect, preserve democracy and the democratic process in the country, sir. Sir, we all know that electoral reforms is a continuous process. You have to learn the election commission has to learn from its discrepancies and mistakes, sir. Mistakes committed during assembly elections, sir. Be it in Andhra Pradesh or anywhere else, sir. Mistakes committed at the general elections or even mistakes committed during panchayat and local body elections also, sir. Sir, I am representing Andhra Pradesh state in this house. So whatever examples I give only relating to my state happened during 2024 general elections, sir. I am not casting any aspirations to anybody or any party, sir. But I am only quoting the facts and suggesting that what is to be done by the Election Commission to maintain its integrity and transparency and address shortcomings, sir. So I will be brief and pointed in some of my submissions, sir. Sir, first I will come to Form 20, sir. It contains exactly poll vote dates excluding postal ballot. Election Commission issued a press note on 25th May 2014, indicating the absolute number of voters participated in the first phase of 2024 general elections, sir, which also includes fourth phase elections held in Andhra Pradesh. This exact number of votes polled has been shared with the polling agent through Form 17C. This press note is said to be absolute and final, sir. But there is huge discrepancy in the final votes counted and exactly polled votes declared by Election Commission of India through Form 20, sir. Discrepancy happened in 25 constituencies. That means all 25 parliamentary constituencies in Andhra Pradesh, sir. So I suggest for consideration of the Election Commission, through you, sir, to look into why this discrepancy has happened. Who is responsible for this and what action it has taken against the erring officials, sir. Sir, my second point is I wish to make it relating to Form 17A, sir. It deals with the voter register.
Sir, simultaneous elections, Lok Sabha and Assembly were held in some states, including Andhra Pradesh is one of them, sir. We have common voter list. We have some polling stations, and polling is simultaneous, sir. In such a scenario, register of votes in Form 17A, the accounts of the votes recorded in Form 17C, and votes entered in EVM should be same for both Lok Sabha and Assembly elections, sir. And in any discrepancy has to be recorded in Form 17A under Rule number 490, sir. So if there is any mismatch between Lok Sabha and Assembly votes, it raises procedural and legal concerns, sir. But such lapses observed in 2024 general elections in Andhra Pradesh, sir. This indicates that votes data was altered or manipulated or deviation in the electoral procedures, sir. There are many examples, many constituencies, Raptadu, Dharmavaram, Rayadurgam, Tadipatri, Yalagadda, Kadapa, Pulivendala, etc. Like this, so many constituencies were a lot of discriminations were there, sir. So I appeal to the Election Commissioner to conduct an inquiry so as to why it has happened and ensure that such things do not occur in future, sir. Sir, I want the YSR Congress Party wants and the people of Andhra Pradesh want is that there should be fairness in conduct of elections, clarity in outcomes and transparency in public disclosure, sir. So I appeal to Honorable Prime Minister and Government, and through you, sir, the Election Commission should, these are my suggestions, my party suggestions, sir. Mandatory public release of CCTV footage from Form 17, from 17C, 17A and 17C, and presiding officers' diaries, sir. Number 2, statutory enforcement of Supreme Court mandated EVMs verification, sir. The most important them all is to replace EVMs, sir, with paper ballot is all future elections, sir, because electoral system that can't be audited cannot command trust, sir. EVMs may be efficient, but can't be trusted, sir. Paper ballot may not be efficient, but can be trusted, sir. You need trust in democracy. Live streaming of 100% webcasting at all polling stations, sir. Sir, with these submissions, I conclude by just saying that we have the YSR Congress Party has brought this to the notice of Election Commission, not once, twice, sir, multiple times. YSR Congress Party has got 40% vote share in last general elections held in 2024, sir. And the mismatch that we have mentioned above is questioned by political analysts and experts, sir. Last minute, sir. We are only highlighting these things to bring reforms in the electoral process to make our elections free, fair, and transparent, sir. Election Commission, as an independent body which is responsible for conducting elections in the country, should uphold the principles on transparency and accountability, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Reddy. Mani Sanjay Yadav ji.
थैंक यू सभापति महोदय। चुनाव सुधारों की इस महत्वपूर्ण चर्चा में अवसर देने के लिए मैं हमारी पार्टी के राष्ट्रीय अध्यक्ष आदरणीय श्री लालू प्रसाद जी, हमारे नेता श्री तेजस्वी यादव जी और आपका धन्यवाद देता हूं। सभापति महोदय, जैसा कि इस चर्चा में सभी वक्ताओं ने कहा कि भारत दुनिया का सबसे बड़ा लोकतंत्र है और यह वाकई हम सब भी गर्व से दोहराते हैं, लेकिन एक सच्चे और जीवंत लोकतंत्र की पहचान केवल मतदाताओं की संख्या से तय नहीं होती। यह उसकी चुनावी प्रक्रिया की निष्पक्षता, पारदर्शिता और संस्थागत ईमानदारी से तय होती है। हमारा मानना है कि सबसे बड़ा लोकतंत्र होने से ज़्यादा ज़रूरी है सबसे ईमानदार लोकतंत्र होना। आज भारत की चुनावी व्यवस्था अपनी तमाम मजबूती और गौरवशाली इतिहास के बावजूद कई ऐसी चुनौतियों से जूझ रही है जो लोकतंत्र की आत्मा को भीतर से चोट पहुंचा रही है। इसलिए यह समय है कि हम सब इन चुनौतियों का ईमानदारी से सामना करें और उन सुधारों पर गंभीरता से चर्चा करें जिनकी आज देश को सख्त ज़रूरत है। महोदय, 1952 से लेकर अब तक कुल 13 बार SIR हुआ है, लेकिन ऐसा अविश्वास, विवाद, अशांति, अस्पष्टता और अपारदर्शिता कभी नहीं देखी गई। आज स्थिति यह है कि सरकार और चुनाव आयोग दोनों जनता की नज़रों में संदेह के घेरे में है और यह लोकतंत्र के लिए शुभ संकेत नहीं है। लोकतंत्र से लोकतंत्र लोगों के विश्वास पर चलता है। अगर यह विश्वास टूटने लगे तो संस्थानों की वैधता भी कमज़ोर होती है। यह मैं क्यों कह रहा हूं कि लोकतंत्र पर लोगों का अविश्वास बढ़ा है, इसके लिए मैं कुछ आंकड़े रखना चाहता हूं। अभी विगत 5 राज्यों में विधानसभा चुनाव हुए, महाराष्ट्र, बिहार, दिल्ली, झारखंड और हरियाणा। महोदय, एक अप्रत्याशित हमें वोट इंक्रीमेंट देखने को मिला है। महाराष्ट्र में लोकसभा चुनाव के 5-6 महीने बाद ही विधानसभा चुनाव हुए। वहाँ बिना SIR के 48 लाख वोट जोड़े गए और एब्सोल्यूट वोटिंग में 12.2% का इंक्रीमेंट हुआ। बिहार में SIR हुआ, कुल 7 करोड़ 89 लाख वोट थे, उसमें से 65 लाख वोटों का डिलीशन हुआ। उसके बाद SIR की प्रक्रिया में 18 लाख और बाद में 3 लाख वोट और जोड़े गए, तो कुल 7 करोड़ 45 लाख वोटर थे। लेकिन अगर आप देखेंगे कि वोट घटने से बूथों की संख्या कम होनी चाहिए, लेकिन बिहार में पहले SIR से पहले लगभग 78,000 बूथ थे और SIR के बाद 90,000 से अधिक बूथ हुए। तो उस प्रक्रिया से यह समझ में आया कि मतदाताओं के घटाने के अलावा ये बूथों को बढ़ाने की भी एक प्रक्रिया थी। अब बिहार में वो चुनाव हुए, 65 लाख वोट कटने के बावजूद बिहार में 15.6% का एक एब्सोल्यूट वोटिंग में एक अब नॉर्मल इंक्रीमेंट देखा गया। इतना सडन स्पाइक जो बिहार, जैसे मैंने कहा, महाराष्ट्र में 12.2, बिहार में 15.6, तो ये वोट घट रहे हैं SIR में, लेकिन बूथ बढ़ रहे हैं। और जो ये मैसिव बढ़ोतरी हो रही है वोट संख्या में, वो एक प्रयोग है या सहयोग, वो पूरा मैसिव स्विंग एक पार्टी विशेष के पक्ष में जा रहा है। ये हमें सबको सोचने का विषय है। अगर चुनाव के मध्य चुनाव आयोग ये हम बिहार में, जैसा कि चुनावों से पहले 35 दिन में 41,000 करोड़ रुपए अन्य योजनाओं के मद से मतदाताओं के खाते में भेजे गए, लेकिन वहाँ 15.6% वोट बढ़ा। झारखंड में भी चुनाव हुए, झारखंड में मात्र 3.5% वोट बढ़े, हरियाणा में 6.2% वोट बढ़े और दिल्ली में 6.1% वोट बढ़ा। तो ये झारखंड में भी वही सेम योजना थी, लेकिन वहाँ 3.5% ही वोट बढ़े, लेकिन बिहार में 15.5% से अधिक वोट बढ़े। तो ये सब हमें सोचने की ज़रूरत है। दिल्ली में भी पानी और बिजली निःशुल्क थी, वो भी सबको पता है। अगर ये वोटिंग पैटर्न हो, मतदाताओं को वही बिहेवियर हो, तो वो सर्वव्यापी हर जगह वैसा ही रहना चाहिए। और ये तो आश्चर्यजनक था कि एक पार्टी विशेष की तो स्ट्राइक रेट 89% रहा। आज़ाद भारत में ऐसा कभी नहीं हुआ था। बिहार में SIR हुआ, मात्र 35 दिन का समय दिया गया। उस 35 दिन में लगभग, मैंने कहा कि 7 करोड़ 90 लाख मतदाताओं को पुनरीक्षण कार्य हुआ। उस 35 दिन में, जैसा कि सब जानते हैं, बिहार का 73% जो भूभाग है वो बाढ़ प्रभावित है। सावन का भी महीना था, लोग कावड़ लाने जाते हैं, धान रोपाई का भी समय था।
माननीय संजय जी, ये SIR ये सबजुडिस मामला है और माननीय चेयरमैन ने शुरू से ही रिक्वेस्ट
महोदय, चूंकि हम चुनाव सुधारों पे बात कर रहे हैं, तो जो हमारा अनुभव था तो उसी के संबंध में, वो भी एक चुनाव सुधारों की प्रक्रिया का ही एक अभिन्न अंग है, इसलिए हम बात कर रहे हैं। महोदय, बिहार में 1,77,526 वोट पोस्टल बैलेट थे। उस 1,77,526 में हमारा गठबंधन 143 सीटों पर लीड कर रहा था। हमारा विपक्षी गठबंधन NDA मात्र 94 सीटों पर लीड कर रहा था। अदर्स के हिस्से में 6 सीटें थी। पोस्टल बैलेट में मतदान में हम 44.6% मत प्राप्त कर रहे थे, लेकिन उसमें नहीं हुए। जो बाकी जो प्रक्रिया रही उसमें क्या विसंगतियां रही, उस पर मैं आऊँ। तो महोदय, केवल हम जब चुनावी सुधारों की बात करते हैं, इलेक्टोरल रिफॉर्म सही तरीके से हो, पक्ष विपक्ष दोनों संतुष्ट हो और सबसे बड़ी बात है जनता संतुष्ट हो। चुनाव सुधारों पे ये चर्चा केवल औपचारिकता नहीं रहनी चाहिए। आज मतदाता को लग रहा है कि उसके वोट के साथ कहीं ना कहीं हेराफेरी हो रही है। कुछ तो गड़बड़ है, कुछ तो ऐसी शक्ति है जो पिछले दरवाजे से उनके मतदान के साथ कहीं ना कहीं विसंगतियां हैं। रिफॉर्म होना चाहिए, लेकिन उससे देश का लोकतंत्र मजबूत होना चाहिए, ना कि कोई विशेष पार्टी। चुनाव आयोग का कर्तव्य है कि जनता की हर दुविधा, हर शंका, हर सवाल का निवारण करे और तुरंत करे, लेकिन इसमें कहीं ना कहीं हमें सही समय पे सही उत्तर नहीं मिल पाता। किसी ने कहा है कि किसी पेड़ के काटने का किस्सा नहीं होता अगर कुल्हाड़ी के पीछे लकड़ी का हिस्सा नहीं होता। तो इस पूरी प्रक्रिया में चुनाव सुधार की ही नहीं, चुनाव आयोग में भी सुधार की अत्यंत आवश्यकता है, क्योंकि अगर एम्पायर ही टीम का खिलाड़ी बन जाए तो खेल नहीं होता, साजिश होती है। चुनाव प्रक्रिया आज जनता के सवालों के कटघरे में है। हमें सोचना होगा कि आज़ादी के बाद ऐसा क्यों हो रहा है कि जनता में लोकतंत्र के प्रति अविश्वास बढ़ रहा है। जब आयोग सवालों से भागता है और साफ साफ जवाब देने में आनाकानी करता है तो शक अपने आप जन्म लेता है। देश की जिस संस्था पर सबसे कम सवाल उठने चाहिए, आज उसी पर सबसे ज़्यादा सवाल उठ रहे हैं। ये लोकतंत्र के लिए अति खतरनाक है, हानिकारक है। आज चुनाव आयोग किसी सरकार का और पार्टी का पर्सनल एक्सटेंशन काउंटर नहीं बनना चाहिए। ये हम नहीं, जनता, सर ये हम नहीं, जनता कह रही है।
ध्यान रखें,
जब चुनाव आयोग का हर फैसला
वही चीजें रिकॉर्ड पे जाएंगी,
सत्ता के टाइम टेबल और उनके प्लान से मेल खाए तो सवाल और शक उठना स्वाभाविक है महोदय। हम
इलेक्शन रिफॉर्म पे बात करिए
सर, उसी पे करें। हमें सर चुनाव सुधार चाहिए, निष्पक्ष चुनावी प्रक्रिया का सफाया नहीं चाहिए, हमें सिलेक्टिव इनकरेक्ट रिवीजन नहीं चाहिए, बल्कि हमें ट्रांसपेरेंट इंटेंसिव रिवीजन चाहिए। ऐसा लगता है कि ये SIR नहीं, SPR स्पेशल पार्टी रिवीजन हो रहा है सर।
सबजुडिस मामले पर न बोले आप।
SIR के SIR के जरिए गलतियां ठीक होनी चाहिए और जो ठीक हो उसे गलत करने की मंशा को रोका जाना चाहिए। अगर सुधार सच है तो डर किस बात का। लेकिन ये सरकार वोटर को जुटाकर नहीं बल्कि वोटर को हटाकर जीतना चाहती है। आप वोट सुधार नहीं, आप वोट मैनेज करना चाहते हैं। देश ने बिहार चुनाव में देखा कि कैसे 41,000 करोड़ रुपए मात्र मतदान की तिथि से 35 दिन पहले बांटा गया। क्या चुनाव आयोग को उसमें हस्तक्षेप करके उसको रोकना नहीं चाहिए? आपका एक राज्य के लिए अलग मापदंड होता है, दूसरे राज्य के लिए आपका अलग पैमाना होता है। आपको ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए। अगर रेफरी ही विपक्षी टीम से मिलके नियम बदलने लग जाएगा तो सर खेल नहीं रहेगा, निष्पक्ष खेल नहीं होगा। सर मैंने स्वयं चुनाव आयोग को एक 4 पेज का लेटर लिखा कि कैसे कैसे धांधली हो रही है, लेकिन कभी कोई संज्ञान नहीं लिया गया। अब सर क्यों अविश्वास बढ़ रहा है, जनता क्यों सवाल उठा रही है? क्योंकि और मैं विगत कई चुनावों की जो 6 चुनाव राज्यों के चुनाव का मैंने जिक्र किया, हम उसमें जनता इलेक्ट्रॉनिक मशीन पर सवाल उठा रही है। हम सिर्फ उनकी आवाज़ को, उनकी भावनाओं को, उनकी शंकाओं को आपके माध्यम से यहाँ सदन में रख रहे हैं। दुनिया की हर मशीन ऑडिट होती है महोदय, लेकिन ईवीएम पर यह ऐतराज क्यों? दुनिया में कोई टेक्नोलॉजी या चूक नहीं है, कोई भी। हमने देखा है हमारे देश में ही हमारी मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ डिफेंस की वेबसाइट पे साइबर अटैक होता है, उसे हैक करने की कोशिश होती है और किया भी गया है 2018 में। हमारी मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ होम अफेयर्स की वेबसाइट पे भी साइबर अटैक्स हुए हैं। तो कोई भी तकनीक अचूक नहीं है महोदय। दुनिया की सबसे सुरक्षित माने जाने वाली प्रणालियां भी हैक हुई हैं, तो ईवीएम को अवैध कहना तकनीकी रूप से सही नहीं लगता महोदय। ईवीएम पर सवाल लोकतंत्र को कमजोर नहीं, मजबूत करता है। अगर वोटर कहे कि मुझे ईवीएम पर भरोसा नहीं है तो क्या आप उसे अपराध मानेंगे? अगर वोटर कहेगा कि मेरे पास सब कागजात हैं और आप मेरा वोट डिलीट कर रहे हैं तो उसे क्या आप अपराध मानेंगे? नहीं महोदय। ईवीएम को बचाने से ज्यादा जरूरी है जनता के भरोसे को लोकतंत्र में बचाना, और जनता का भरोसा किसी मशीन में नहीं, निष्पक्ष प्रक्रिया और प्रणाली से ही संभव है। जब वोट कागज पे दिखता है तो गिनती में कागज क्यों नहीं? हम 5% मिलान भरोसा नहीं देता, 100% मिलान ही भरोसा देगा। लोग कह रहे हैं कि ईवीएम पारदर्शिता नहीं दे रही, और लोकतंत्र पारदर्शिता के बिना जिंदा नहीं रह सकता। अगर हम चुप रहेंगे तो सर मशीन जीत जाएगी, और हम बोलेंगे तो लोकतंत्र जीतेगा। अगर कहीं कोई शक है तो हम सबको बिल्कुल बोलना चाहिए, निडर होकर बोलना चाहिए। जब वोट की प्रक्रिया ही संदेहों से घिरी हो तो लोकतंत्र की आवाज साफ कैसे सुनाई देगी? महोदय, मशीन जीत जाए और हमारा मतदाता यानी मानव हार जाए तो ये लोकतंत्र और मानवता दोनों के लिए खतरनाक है। महोदय, मानव ने मशीन बनाई है, मशीन ने मानव नहीं बनाया। मतदाता मशीन से बड़ा होता है, और बिना मतदाता लोकतंत्र भी नहीं रहेगा। जनता को इलेक्शन चाहिए महोदय, सिलेक्शन नहीं चाहिए। महोदय, कई कामयाब और लोकतांत्रिक विचारधारा का सम्मान करने वाले विकसित देश पारदर्शिता के नाम पर इलेक्ट्रॉनिक वोटिंग को अस्वीकार किया है और चुनाव सुधारों के लिए महोदय निष्पक्षता दिखानी पड़ती है। सिर्फ कहना ही काफ़ी नहीं होता। रेफरी अगर नियम पूछने पर नाराज हो जाए तो मैच के नतीजों पर सवाल उठाना लाजमी है। दुनिया के अधिकांश लोकतंत्र अब बैलेट पेपर का ही प्रयोग करते हैं क्योंकि वह सत्यापन योग्य है और भरोसेमंद होता है और जनता को दिखता भी है। महोदय, बस मैं अपनी बात खत्म कर रहा हूं। चुनावी सुधार में कोई तकनीकी प्रक्रिया नहीं है। चुनाव सुधार यह उस लोकतांत्रिक संस्कृति का आधार है जो नागरिकों को विश्वास दिलाती है कि सत्ता उनकी इच्छा का प्रतिबिंब है, न कि धन, शक्ति और प्रभाव का परिणाम। भारत को चुनावी सुधारों की एक नई पीढ़ी की जरूरत है। ऐसे सुधार जो चुनाव आयोग को और मजबूत करे, राजनीतिक दलों को जवाबदेह बनाए, धन बल की अंधेरी सुरंगों को रोशन करे और मतदाता के विश्वास को पुनः केंद्र में स्थापित करे। लोकतंत्र की सबसे बड़ी शक्ति उसका विश्वास है और चुनाव सुधार वही रास्ता है जो इस विश्वास को भविष्य की पीढ़ियों के लिए सुरक्षित रख सकता है। आपका बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद महोदय।
माननीय ऑनरेबल श्री HD देवेगौड़ा जी।
Respected Deputy Chairman, sir, I would like to express my sincere thanks to you for having given me an opportunity to speak on the issue that is the allegation made by our recognized opposition about the voter list. Sir, I am a Congress worker, 1952, 1957. When Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru was the Prime Minister, 52, 57, 62 and 64, what happened? I don't want to repeat that. After the demise of Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, the tallest leader, Lal Bahadur Shastri came to power. He was there for a short period. You know what happened? The Deshkant Agreement. Sir, after that, Madam Gandhi became the Prime Minister. During her period, I think more than 380 or more than 316, 3-4 elections, Madam Gandhi was able to score in the election. When once there is a decline, then she thought of bifurcating the parliament and the assembly separately to fight the election. Even that, I fought the election when it was separated. I have never raised any objection. I was in the opposition. Earlier Samstha Congress, then Janata Dal. I am the president of the Janata Dal when Janata Dal was formed during Morarji Desai. Sir, I never raised any objection. About the bifurcation of the Parliament and the Assembly separately, even then we bow our head and we fought the election. Sir, I was defeated once in the Assembly. 7 times I won the Assembly. 4 times I won Parliament. And 3 times I was defeated by Congress. I never blamed the Congress has made me to defeat by manipulating the voter list. I never.
Please take your seat. Please. Surjewala ji, nothing is going on record. Let him speak.
I have not.
Please, Surjewala ji, please take your seat.
I have not made any.
Honorable sir, please speak.
Because
please speak.
Only
that will go on record. Honorable H.D. Devgowda ji, please speak.
There is no other party in Karnataka. Samstha Congress, Indira Congress, Janata Party, Congress. Please, if you know the history, from last 1952, then you would not have raised any objection. Please pardon me. I have not come to the language you have used, vote chori. I have not come. Manipulation of the voter list. That's all I have said. Sir, in 1991, I came to Lok Sabha. The lone member from Janata Dal. In 1994, I went back to Karnataka and I became the Chief Minister. I have not completed 2 years. I don't know what the sin I have committed in the past life. I am a believer in that. Congress lost the election. And Congress Working Committee, if my memory is correct, 12th May 1996, they have passed a resolution. We are going to support a non-BJP government if secular parties are going to come together. Then the 13-party coalition, the left parties in those days was very strong. And DMK, Mubnar Congress, was totally got 40 seats. TDP has got 40 seats. Biju Janata Dal and our part, I got 16 seats as Chief Minister. And the Congress extended their support through a resolution to support the non-Congress government, non-BJP government. We all sat together and we took a decision to make Jyoti Babu as the Prime Minister. 2 days the discussion went on. Ultimately, their party, there was difference of opinion, and Jyoti Babu declared my name as the Prime Minister. I was in tears. People have given the mandate in Karnataka to rule Karnataka. I have not got the mandate to rule this great nation. But the circumstance was forced. 13-party coalition. I was forced to head the 13-party coalition as Prime Minister. I took oath on 1st June 1996. I was there for hardly 10 months, 20 days. Why I am narrating all these things? The manipulation of the votes, voter list.
Please, Shakti Singh Goel ji, seat पर बैठ कर ना बोलें.
I have never raised. I have never raised.
Please, sir, conclude. Your time is.
Sir,
please.
Please. There is a letter written by Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru. The letter is about inclusion of 18,000 votes in Kerala when Namrudipad was the Chief Minister. The letter is here. He asked Govinda Vallabha Pant, to then Home Minister, to verify. The letter is here.
Electoral reforms and not on the electoral history.
Please, sir. Please conclude.
Please.
Randeep Surjewala ji, please.
I request
please
our honorable colleagues.
Sir, please conclude. Your time is over.
I may be aged. My memory is alert.
Sir, please conclude.
I will never irresponsibly.
Please conclude, sir. Conclude.
Sir,
conclude.
This is a letter written to Govinda Vallabha Pant. 18,000 votes during Namrudipad's period in Kerala as included. See that it is verified.
Sir, your time is over. Please conclude.
Why I am telling this?
Yes.
During Nehru's period also, there are certain lapses in the electoral system. That is what I am telling.
Please.
No, this is not today. Please
take your seat. Let him speak.
Please, sir. Please, sir.
Please conclude, sir.
He is also written a letter.
Please. Randeep Singh Surjewala, you have no permission to speak. Please, it's not going on record. Please conclude, sir. Please conclude.
They are little bit worried. What I am narrating.
Sir, your time is over. Please conclude.
I have requested the leader of the House and the Parliamentary Affairs Minister in presence of the Vice President and the Chairman of this country to give more time, to spare some time from their party.
Whether the party has given time to Honorable
H.G. Devanagari, I have requested.
Sir, former
I hope and trust they will cooperate with
our
me.
parties.
Please.
Sir, now let me come to the point. Bihar election, how much they fought about the electoral mistakes that has been committed, by the Election Commission. And ultimately, the Election Commission reviewed nearly 62,000 votes were deleted and about 12,000 votes added. Having done 65 lakhs, 65 yes, sir.
क्यों आप प्लीज आप बैठे, आपको मौका आएगा, आप बोलिएगा प्लीज. नथिंग इज गोइंग ऑन, आपको मौका मिलेगा, आपको बोलना है, आप बोलिए. ये आपका जॉब नहीं है, प्लीज आपको जब मौका मिलेगा बोलिए.
Sir,
प्लीज डू नॉट डिस्टर्ब.
they are very much perturbed. What happened afterwards? Even after so much of review, set right the voter list, what is the end result? Think yourself.
You also think, sir?
He got 6 votes. 6 MP, 6 MLAs. That is the position. Sir, in 2014, Narendra Modi ji came to first to national politics. 12 years, he was in Gujarat. He was ruling the state as chief minister. When he comes to Delhi, in the first election, he got
टिप्पणी ना करें, आप बड़े सीनियर मेंबर हैं, प्लीज.
He got 286 votes. Was there any manipulation? Nobody has raised any manipulation. I am in this house. In 2019,
प्लीज आप
please hear me, brother.
शक्ति सिंह जी आप बैठे.
Please hear me, brother.
प्लीज सर, conclude your time, please.
Have patience.
Please.
In 2014, I came to Parliament. 2022, I came to Parliament. Lok Sabha. 2020,
You address to the chair. Honorable Deogola ji, you address to the chair. No, आपस में बात नहीं, please address to the chair.
2018, I won the election, Lok Sabha. 2020, I was defeated. 2022, I came to Lok Sabha. 2014, I came to Lok Sabha. Please hear me, sir. 2019, I came to this house. 2026, I came to this house. Sir, with this vast experience, no, why they are becoming so angry?
Please conclude, sir. Please conclude.
Why they want to make allegation against the Prime Minister on the issue of the voter list? The Election Commission is there, Supreme Court is there. The Election Commission has given direction to all the state units to rectify all these things. I have got sufficient documents. Sir, Modi ji, with his personality, when he won 286 seats, he could have formed the government. But he thought over to get back those allies, those political parties who supported Vajpayee, and he took them to form an NDA, though he has got the majority. In 2000, 2010, again the elections were held under the leadership of Modi Sahib. He got 306 seats. He could have formed the government on its own. He took all the coalition so that to give an opportunity to all those friends who supported Vajpayee, continued the coalition and gave a stable government, a strong government to implement so many programs. Sir, in 2025 or 24, he got 248 or 250 seats. Again, all those people who were earlier, they've all come together. Yes, at the last leg of my life, about 2 years back, I gave my support to ND. There is nothing to hide. Why?
Please conclude, sir. Please.
Why the Congress people who try to destroy Devagowda or the Janata Dal,
Nothing is going on record.
or the Janata Dal,
Please.
who has been in public life from last 7 decades, they want to destroy. My only Janata Dal is a regional party. Sir, I have never raised when I have been defeated by the so-called Congress leaders.
Sir,
I have never raised.
Sir,
any vote
बीजेपी की
chori.
तरफ से समय आपको मिला है
Please,
conclude.
they have agreed in presence of the Vice President and the Chairman. Please, don't disturb me. Give me some more time. Sir, today in this country, if these friends wants to make a mockery about the Prime Minister in the streets and the public platform, they are making Prime Minister office to denigrate. Sir, we have never done it. In last 70 years in my public life, we have never done it. We have never used such a word, even when Indira Gandhi got 400 seats, when Rajiv Gandhi got 400 seats, when Indira Gandhi got 380 seats. I have defeated. Never. I have never. Please, the system, what has been now so strong, our constitutional forefathers, Dr. Ambedkar, under his chairmanship, has given a strong foundation for a democratic system. This cannot be eroded by anybody. They were talking in the public, RSS, Janata Party, Janata Dal, Bharatiya Janata Party, combined, they are going to destroy the democratic system and the democracy is in danger. This type of slogan, who bothers?
Sir, please
People
conclude.
have been, have got
please
any
conclude.
responsibility.
Please
They
conclude
could have
now.
turned hostile against Narendra Modi's
conclude, sir.
government.
Please conclude.
People have never turned hostile.
Please conclude, sir.
It shows they have full confidence in Narendra Modi's government. Sir, I have given my full support to Narendra Modi's leadership. The country needs This is a very big country, a large country. Congress may be in 3 states. Remember, my friends, please, by using the word vote chori, you are going to suffer in the coming days. You are not going to win the battle. I am telling you, I know what is the country politics. I can speak, sir,
please.
Hours together. You are ringing the bell. There are so many
Sir,
things.
there are number of speakers.
My friend, DMK friend is here, who has supported me when I was the Prime Minister.
Thank you, sir.
What the stand they have taken, I know that, because to maintain their political strength as DMK in Tamil Nadu, they are fighting. I know. I am not blaming. But only thing is, blaming Narendra Modi's leadership and creating a suspicion in the mind of the voters in this country, which is a large country, that it is what is called vote chori, vote chori, vote chori. What has happened to their mind?
Thank you, sir.
Let them rectify their willful or a mind which has been corroborated. Don't do that. It is not going to help. Modi's government
Please conclude, sir.
And fight the battle under his leadership. 2028 will come back to power. This is
thank you
as an young oldest person in Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. I am speaking. I could have spoken more. Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru letter is also here.
Thank
you. If you want, I can place it on the table of the House.
Yes, please place on.
What he has written to
Thank you.
Namrudipal and
Thank you.
West Bengal Chief Minister Mr. Roy.
Thank you.
The letter is here. If anybody wants, I can place it on the table.
Yes, please place on the record.
With these words,
thank you,
sir. Even though I want to speak a little more,
sir, it's already not mine. The time which has been given to you.
At least you have given that much of time.
Thank
you very much.
Honorable K.R. Suresh Reddy ji.
Thank you, Vice Chairman, sir. Deputy Chairman, sir, my apologies. After the Vande Mataram debate, the House taking up the debate on electoral reforms is most welcome, sir, as it is reassuring to speak about the health of our democracy, a legacy that was handed to us not easily, but the one that was forged in the fire of sacrifice by our freedom fighters. It is the solemn promise of our Constitution that every citizen remains the true master of this republic. Talking about electoral reforms and the power of the ballot, I would take this honor to present before this House our own experiences from Telangana. The power of the ballot was clearly demonstrated to the nation by our leader, KCR ji, when the struggle for Telangana began, sir. Our struggle for Telangana for the last 14 years, where an unprecedented kind of dharnas happened. The women, the farmers, students, employees, every person in the society of Telangana fought for it. But the only important thing which could awaken the government of India, which could bring a sense of responsibility, was the power of ballot. And to quote the power of the ballot, sir, my leader KCR ji, to demonstrate that the will of the people is so clearly visible, he resigned twice as a member of parliament. He resigned twice from different regions of Telangana, so that the country gets a sense that it is not one particular region or one particular area. He resigned when he was not in power. Our party was not ruling in Telangana, neither in center. But the courage of KCR ji, the trust he had in the belief of the ballot was so visibly demonstrated, sir. It is not only he Seeing his resignation, the people of Telangana compelled other political parties to resign, as that would demonstrate the kind of will which is prevailing there of the people. So this being the power of the voter, my leader and my party, we are very keen that every eligible voter of this country, every citizen, every eligible citizen of this country should be enrolled as a voter, sir. So speaking on this, of course, a debate has been continuing. We support people, senior citizens, urban poor, and people with limited documentation should be entitled for their voting rights, sir. Strict re-verification should not become a mechanism for exclusion. Ensure that no eligible voter loses their right to vote simply because accessing paperwork is difficult. Today, the government's initiatives of every state government and government of India, the ease of doing business, the ease of communicating. We have seen people through Me Sevas in Telangana getting their certificates all electronically. In an age like this, why is it a challenge for a person whose name has been removed from the electoral roll to get back into the electoral roll when he is an entitled citizen of this country? That should be the concern, and that should be the mechanism to be adopted, sir.
माननीय सभासदों, माननीय सभापति जी,
नियम 377 जिन माननीय सदस्यों को आज नियम 377 के अधीन मामले को उठाने की अनुमति प्रदान की गई है, वो अपने मामलों को अनुमतिदान पाठ को 20 मिनट के अंदर व्यक्तिगत रूप से सभा पटल पे रख दिए। आइटम नंबर 14A, माननीय मंत्री जी श्री अर्जुन राम मेघवाल जी।
Honorable Chairperson, sir, with your kind permission, I rise to move for leave to introduce the.
I called his name, please.
Honorable Chairperson, sir, with your kind permission, I rise to move for leave to introduce the repealing and amending Bill 2025, which provides for repealing of certain enactments and to amend certain other enactments.
Thank you, sir. Dr. T. Sumati ji, Not present. Shri N.K. Premchandran ji.
Sir, I am not objecting the bill. My point is that it is being circulated just now, the supplementary list of business. All these four bills, if you examine Rule 72(2), it is the right, legitimate demand of a member of the House to oppose the introduction of the bill. Unfortunately, when the bill is circulated yesterday in the night, that too in the late night and today morning, and when the bill is in such a way it is being circulated, it is a specific direction is there. Direction 19B is there. By virtue of 19B, the direction of the Honorable Speaker, it is mandatory that the bill has to be circulated. Introduction of the bill. I do admit the fact that the Speaker has every right to abandon it or every right to exempt it. But the point is that the members are getting an opportunity by virtue of subclause 2 of Rule 72, that by which when the bill is being introduced, we will be getting an opportunity to oppose the introduction of the bill. Today afternoon, and just half an hour before, supplementary list of businesses put in the website. So how the members are getting an opportunity to oppose the introduction of the bill without going into the contents of the bill, number one, and also the list is not being circulated, agenda is not being circulated. So my point is that in all these bills, it is not fair on the part of the government in bringing such type of bills and getting it introduced. It is bulldozing of the legislation and the members' rights are being taken away. Parliament cannot be taken for granted. Why the government can very well introduce the bill tomorrow. We are ready to oppose and we can very well state the reasons. Because the legislative competence.
Yes, sir, I heard you.
The legislative competence of the bill has to be challenged. If we want to challenge the legislative competence of the bill, we should have some homework. We should have to go to the bill. But unfortunately, we are not getting an opportunity to go through the contents of the bill.
Yes, sir, I heard you.
Just coming to the House and supporting it means it is quietly, it is bulldozing of the legislation that may not be allowed.
Sir, 72(2) ये कहता है कि ये हाउस कॉम्पिटेंट है या नहीं है इस बिल को डिस्कशन करने के लिए या पास करने के लिए। ये जो बिल है सर, ये तो इस हाउस के द्वारा पास किया हुआ बिल है जिसको कि सरकार रिपील करना चाहती है। इसमें कौन सा 72(1) का वायलेशन हो रहा है?
Please listen to me. Honorable Speaker, sir, has waived the requirements of Direction 19A and 19B on a request made by the Honorable Minister. प्रश्न ये है कि विधायक को पुनः स्थापित करने का अनुमति प्रदान की जाए। जो सदस्य इसके पक्ष में वो हाँ कहें, जो सदस्य इसके विरोध में कहें वो ना कहें। मेरे विचार में निर्णय हाँ वालों के पक्ष में हुआ, हाँ वालों के पक्ष में हुआ। माननीय मंत्री जी विधेयक को पुनः स्थापित करें।
Honorable Chairperson, sir, I introduce the bill. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. माननीय मंत्री जी श्री धर्मेंद्र प्रधान जी।
Chairman sir, with your kind permission, I rise to move for the leave to introduce a bill to enable and empower the universities and other higher education institutions to achieve excellence in teaching, learning, research and innovation through coordination and determination of standards in institutions for higher education, research and scientific and technical institutions, and for that purpose to constitute a Vikasit Bharat Shiksha Adhishtan to facilitate universities and other higher educational institutions to become independent, self-governing institutions and to promote excellence through a robust and transparent system of accreditation and autonomy, and for matters of connected therewith or incidental thereto.
Sir, you will be given an opportunity to speak. I will give an opportunity. Kindly be seated. There are listed members to be given opportunity. माननीय श्रीमती ज्योति मणि जी,
Not present.
माननीय श्रीमती के काव्या जी, माननीय श्री मनीष तिवारी जी।
Mr. Chairperson, I rise to oppose the introduction of the Viksit Bharat Shiksha Adhishtan Bill 2025 under Rule 72(1) of the rules of procedure and conduct of business in the Lok Sabha. The grounds for the opposition of the bill are as follows. First, the bill results in excessive centralization of higher education and violates the constitutional distribution of legislative competence. While Parliament may legislate under entry 66 of List 1 on coordination and determination of standards, this power is limited and cannot be used to occupy the entire field of legislation. The bill goes far beyond standards and intrudes into administration, affiliation, establishment, and closure of university campuses, their institutional autonomy, matters falling within entry 25 of List 3 and entry 32 of List 2, which incorporation and regulation of state universities. Second, the bill suffers from excessive delegation of legislative power. Vast and substantive matters ranging from accreditation frameworks, degree-granting powers, penalties, institutional autonomy, and even supersession are left to be determined by rules, regulations, and executive direction. This abdication of essential legislative functions violates settled constitutional principles governing delegated legislation. Third, the bill undermines the autonomy and independence of statutory regulatory bodies by making them bound by policy directions of the central government and subject to supersession at executive discretion. Such provisions erode institutional independence and offend the constitutional requirement of fairness, non-arbitrariness, and check on executive power under Article 14. Fourth, the bill also concerns Article 19(1)(g) of the Constitution of India by subjecting educational institutions to pervasive executive control, graded autonomy, intrusive compliance requirements, severe penalties and closure powers. It imposes disproportionate and unreasonable restrictions on the right to carry on education as an occupation. While regulation in the public interest is permissible under Article 19(6), the bill goes far beyond reasonable regulation and vests unguided overboard powers that fail the test of proportionality as laid down by this House and the Supreme Court. And last, Mr. Chairperson, sir, I oppose the bill and the overriding clause given by this bill over all other laws, coupled with the powers to supersede existing regulatory structures, raising serious concerns of arbitrariness, legal uncertainty, impacting institutions established under state laws without any safeguards. And I do hope, Mr. Chairperson, sir, that the Minister would reply to each and every ground on which the introduction of this bill has been opposed.
Mananiya Shri N.K. Premchandran ji.
Sir, thank you very much for...
I will give an opportunity to you,
Sir, thank you very much.
Please be seated. Yes, sir. Please continue.
Sir, thank you very much for affording me this opportunity to object the introduction of the bill. It is very difficult as far as I am concerned to even pronounce. A member from the South India, it finds it very difficult so as to even pronounce the bill. Name of the nomenclature of the bill, the Vikasit Bharat Shiksha Adhistadhan. I can't understand what is meant by Adhistadhan as the bill 2025. So my first objection is the nomenclature of the bill by virtue of Article 348, Clause B. The authority, notwithstanding anything contained in foregoing provisions of this part, until Parliament by law otherwise provides, the authoritative text of a bill to be introduced or amendments there to be moved in either houses of the Parliament or in the House or either House of the Legislature of the state shall be in English language. So the bill, the nomenclature of the bill shall be, it is not made. This is Article 348, Clause B, the authoritative text of a bill shall be in English, but unfortunately the bill, the nomenclature of the bill, it is being, I don't know which language it's, whether it is Sanskrit or Hindi, I don't know, the Vikasit Bharat Shiksha Adhisthan Bill 2025, that is my first objection. And the second objection is regarding the issue that is the entry 66 in the schedule in the central list, I do agree with regarding the higher education, but unfortunately the education, even the higher education is also included in the concurrent list in the 7th schedule in the state list. Sir, 1972 through 42nd amendment, this education is put in the concurrent list. What is the purpose of putting it in the concurrent list? Before that, it was absolutely within the domain of the state list. And what is the purpose of it? The main purpose is that the local resources and the requirements of the concerned state should be taken into consideration in framing the legislation in respect of the education. But as far as this bill is concerned, if you go through the contents of the bill, it is mandatorily the state governments and all the universities, even a university which is established under an act of the state government, they are bound to abide by the conditions of the commission. That means indirectly imposing the powers of the central government on which a right which is being vested upon on the state government means it is totally against the federal principles of the constitution, and it is centralization of the power with the center. It is against the basic principles of the federalism which is envisaged in the constitution. That is my second objection. And further the curriculum, the syllabus, and all these things are being determined by this University Higher Commission. The name is a little bit different in Hindi. I don't know it, but I think that it is a Higher Education Commission. There also the political philosophy and the political ideology of the government at the center has to be imposed on the state. That is the main object and purpose of this bill, by which this bill is being brought in, by which the state's resources, the local requirements, and the state culture, tradition, language that will be taken away means that is also against the basic principles of the constitution, the federal principles of the constitution. And also I fully agree with the objections already raised by Mr. Manish Tiwari ji. Along with that objection, and also the bill is not being circulated in proper time, and it is being bulldozing in the house without having proper agenda in the list of business. That also I do object with this objection. I very humbly request the Honorable Chairperson, please refer this matter for tomorrow so that we can have a detailed discussion regarding the introduction, and otherwise this may be withdrawn by the government. These are my objections. Thank you very much, sir.
Professor Saugat Rai ji.
Sir, already Mr. Manish Tiwari, Honourable Member, and Honourable Mr. Premchandran has opposed the introduction of the bill. But I first point out to the ineptness of the Ministry of Parliamentary Affairs. We got a copy of the bill late last time. Today in the list of business, the introduction of the bill was not mentioned. The supplementary list of business was circulated at 1 o'clock this afternoon. Now, is this the way the Parliamentary Affairs Ministry functions, where they do not even give us a chance to prepare for opposing the introduction? The main points opposing the introduction has been mentioned by Honourable Members Manish Tiwari and Mr. Premchandran. Sir, the Vikshit Bharat Shiksha Adhishtan Bill 2025 is an effort to centralize power in the central government's hand with regard to educational matters. Earlier, there was a UGC, University Grants Commission, which decided on allocating funds for educational institutions, both universities and colleges. Now, that is being taken over and subsumed into the Vikshit Bharat Shiksha Adhishtan Bill. I do admit that under Article 66, the centre has the power to legislate on the educational matters, though it is in the concurrent list. Entry subject 25 is subject to entries 63, 66 of list 1. So Parliament cannot assume comprehensive control over state universities. We have so many state universities in West Bengal. The Parliament will have total power over this. They will appoint vice chancellors and all that. As it is the governors in Kerala, West Bengal, and Tamil Nadu, they are interfering with the functioning of the universities. Now this gives legitimate power to the centre to control the functioning of the universities in higher education. This is essentially undermines autonomy and independence of statutory regulating body and checks on executive power under Article 25. This bill, hence, should not be brought. We oppose the introduction. We oppose the ineptness, the failure of the Parliamentary Affairs Ministry. They do not even give us an opportunity to study a bill.
Thank you, sir. Mananiya Shri Selvan
This
Ganpati
is not
ji.
done. Sir, you are a learned man. Teneti sir, you give a ruling on this. Let it be a historic ruling that this is not the way the Parliament should function.
Thank you, sir. Sir, I raised to oppose the introduction of the bill titled the Vikshit Bharat Shiksha Distan Bill 2020 under Rule 72 of the Rule of Procedure. Sir, the very name, the nomenclature itself is, we deem it to be an imposition of Hindi on those states which do not know Hindi at all. The reason, sir, all these years this government, any law they bring up, any scheme that they bring up, that they title it only in Hindi language and not as required by the Constitution of India. The Constitution is clear. The bill has to be, the name has to be, the nomenclature has to be in the language in English, so that every citizen, every part of the country knows what is the veracity of the bill. Sir, second, this against the federal principle of the Constitution. Sir, the concurrent list, the regulatory council under the commission proposed in the bill is against the spirit of the Constitution, particularly contravening the provisions under entry 32 of list 2. The power which entry 44 of the list 1 says the union government does not have power to regulate universities and is being vested with the union by this bill is arbitrary. Sir, in the name of the coordination and determination of the standards, the entire regulation of higher education institution comes under the